Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll start day 3. Last video we have completed day 2. The topic is control area of controllers. When I'm talking about controllers, I'm talking about four guys or four controllers. Name is surface movement control, to which we call them ground. Aerodrome traffic control, we call them tar. Approach control, we call them approach. Area control center, we call it control. Simply four controllers are there: surface movement control, aerodrome traffic control, approach control, and area control center. Respective controllers are respective controllers suffix is ground, tar, approach, and control. These guys are called controllers. Why? They control aircraft, right? As we all know that in Indian airspace or any airspace you consider, there are n number of aircrafts flying. So single person cannot control all the aircrafts in a airspace. For that, to control all these aircrafts, the Airport Authority of India has provided four controllers: surface movement control, aerodrome traffic control, approach control, and area control center. These four controllers are given with airspace, and they are controlling uh, movement of aircraft within their airspace. Let us have a look on the airspace. Before proceeding to the respective airspace, I just want to inform you how you will identify that how many controllers or what all controllers are there in the airport. How to identify that how many controllers are allocated to the particular airspace. Let us have a look at Delhi. Here it is Delhi. So Delhi is having surface movement control, aerodrome traffic control, approach control, and area control center. Just we'll proceed nearby Agra. Agra will have only tar. The point is, Agra we have only tar. Delhi we have all the four controllers. You see, if you see Gwalior, Gwalior also will have tar. Actually, it depends. The number of control actually depends how much traffic the airport is handling, or density on the density of the traffic. So, for example, we'll start with Delhi. There are four controllers. So, how to identify? So looking onto the map, how to identify that which controller is given what airspace, or what is the dimension of the airspace? Let us have a look onto that. Starting with the surface movement control, we call him ground. If you are at Delhi, we call him Delhi ground. This ground is called suffix. If you are at Delhi, Delhi ground. If you are at Chennai, Chennai ground. If you are at Kolkata, we call them Kolkata ground. Mumbai, we call them Mumbai ground. So these surface movement control are given with the area on the surface of an airport except runway. They have no control on the runway in normal situations. So surface movement control or ground are allocated with all the surface of the airport. It includes taxiway, apron, remote bay, hangar. In general, if you see, a aircraft on ground follows yellow line. Wherever the yellow line has gone, that is the area which is controlled by SMC. Let's assume you want to start aircraft engine. Simply you need to call the ground. If you are at Chennai airport, you are willing to start engine, call Chennai ground, right? So SMC is given with a ground area except runway. Runway doesn't come under SMC. The next controller is aerodrome traffic control. We call him tar. Aerodrome traffic control, we call him tar. This tar is a suffix. So if you are in Mumbai, so we call Mumbai tar. Delhi airspace, your Delhi tar. So his airspace has given with the area, is having a dimension. Let us identify how to identify the dimension or airspace given to this aerodrome traffic control or tar. So in the map there will be a dotted circle. You can see there will be a dotted circle, uh, which is indicating a airspace. First circle around a VOR, which is indicating a airspace of tar. That airspace will have a horizontal dimension as well as vertical dimension. Horizontal dimension will be given somewhere nearby the dotted line. Like here, they have given 30 nautical mile here, 30 nautical mile here. Same way, vertical dimension will be starting from, this is called lower limit, this is called upper limit. That means from the runway till flight level 50, from the runway till flight level 50, vertically from runway till 5000 feet is the airspace given to tar, and horizontally the dimension is 30 nautical mile. And this airspace name is called control zone. The name of the airspace is control zone. The controller is tar. Let us have a look at three-dimensional view. Here it is. As you can see, this is a viewer and the surrounding, the radius of this tar is, the airspace name is control zone and the controller is star. The radius of this airspace is 30 nautical mile and vertically 5000 feet. That means if you are inside 30 nautical mile, your DME is showing within 30 nautical mile, less than 30 nautical mile from this Bravo November viewer, and your altitude is 5 or below 5000, your controller is tar. If it is Varanasi, then you have to call Varanasi tar for any maneuver. If you want to descend, you have to take permission from the star. And the next controller, this is the airspace given to tar. Next controller is approach control. We call him approach. His airspace will be defined in second dotted line in a circle. Same way, his airspace horizontal dimension will be written somewhere nearby the circle and vertical dimension will be given here. So approach control airspace is beyond, horizontally beyond 30 nautical mile, but within 100 nautical mile of this Bravo November BOR, and vertically from 5000 feet. This is lower limit. Lower limit is 5000 feet and upper limit is 15,000 feet. This is the dimension of this approach controls airspace, and the name of the airspace is control area, CTA, control area. Again, we'll repeat this thing. The dimension of airspace given to approach will be indicated in the map with a dotted circle. A horizontal dimension will be written at 100 nautical mile. Vertical dimension is written here somewhere. This is lower limit. This one is upper limit. Right. The name of this airspace is called control area. Let us have a look on a three-dimensional view. As we have seen, this is stars airspace. Right. From runway till 5000 and horizontally 30 nautical mile. Same way, when as the tar airspace is terminating at 5000, the approach airspace will begin at 5000 and the upper limit is 15,000 and horizontally it is 100 nautical mile. That means if you are within 15,000 feet and within 100 nautical mile of this VOR Bravo November, then your controller is Varanasi approach. You need to call for any movement, any maneuvering, you need to call Varanasi approach. The next controller is our area control center. Area control center, we call him control. His airspace will be indicated in map with a solid uneven blue line. As you can see, these blue lines, it's a solid uneven blue line. This blue line is called control boundary. Control boundary. And the airspace within this blue line is called terminal maneuvering area, TMA. Now, horizontal distance will be indicated in with the respect to this control boundary. Vertical airspace will be given here. It's a lower limit, like 15,000 feet. And the last slide we have seen, approach airspace is terminating at 15,000 feet. The same way, area control center will airspace will beginning at 15,000 feet. and the top it is written Varanasi TMA. TMA stands for Terminal Maneuvering Area. Sometime it will be written as UNL, unlimited, or it will be written as 460, that means 46,000 feet, or it will be written as Bravo November TMA, or Delta Papa November TMA, or Mike Victor TMA. So it is indicating unlimited. So now if you see these airspace in three dimensional, so here it is. Keep this picture in your mind. Like, this is a Varanasi VOR, Bravo number. It's a Varanasi airport. He is having ground, tar, and approach all. Right, yeah, Varanasi, ground, tar, approach, and all. See, ground airspace is terminating at before runway. Ground is allocated with all the surface of the airport except runway. The next controller is tar. His airspace is starting from the runway, and top vertical limit is 5,000 feet and horizontally 30 nautical mile. Then from 5,000 feet up to 15,000 feet, beyond 30 nautical mile, within 100 nautical mile is the airspace given to approach control. Then above 15,000 feet is the airspace given to control. All right, so this is how it looks in a rough way. And remember, these values are not fixed. The actual value will be given in the map. So let us have a look on the map now. Here it is. So here is the map in front of you. We'll start with Nagpur. So Nagpur is having all the four controllers: surface movement control, tar, approach control, and area control center. So surface movement control, again, his airspace is on the surface of the airport except runway. Any movement on the surface of the airport will be done under the control of Nagpur SMC. The next, from runway, next controller is the tar. So tar airspace is beginning from runway, and the vertical limit is given here, 50, that means 5,000, and the horizontal limit is given here, 25 nautical mile. That means from runway up to vertically up to 5,000, and within 20 nautical mile of that Nagpur VOR is airspace given to tar. So any maneuver in this airspace will be done under the control of Nagpur tar. The next controller is approach. His airspace is indicated with second circle, broken circle. His airspace is given here. Vertical limit is from 5,000 till 10,000, and horizontally 50 nautical mile. That means if you are within 50 nautical mile, within 50 nautical mile, and within 10,000 feet of this Nagpur VOR, your controller will be Nagpur approach. The next controller is area control center. His airspace is given with this solid blue line, as you can see. This is called control boundary. This blue line is called control boundary, and the vertical limit is written here. So from 10,000 feet up to unlimited is the airspace given to Nagpur area control center. We call him Nagpur control, right? Same way, if you see here, Khajuraho, nearby Khajuraho is having only tar. So his airspace is indicated with this dotted line. Vertical limit is given here. The from ground, see, when there is no SMC, surface movement control, all the ground movement will be also done under the control of tar only. So if there is no ground, any activity you want to do on the surface of the airport, you have to consult or take permission from the tar. Like Khajuraho here, so Khajuraho tar. So Khajuraho Tar airspace is beginning from the surface of the airport up to 16,000 feet, and then his horizontal limit is within 20 nautical mile. That means if you are within 25 nautical mile of Khajuraho and vertically within 16,000 feet, then you need to, for any movement, any maneuver, you need to call Khajuraho Tar, right? Same Gwalior we have here. His horizontal dimension is given 50 nautical mile, vertical dimension is given 5,000 feet. So any movement maneuvering within this dimension will be done under the control of this Gwalior tar. So there are a lot of aircraft I have made here, or given shown here. So let us say if the aircraft is flying on this particular altitude and this distance, so to whom he should call. For example, here you can see there is aircraft which is flying at flight level 300. That means it is flying at 30,000 feet, and his distance will be around 40 nautical mile from this Nagpur. So distance wise, he is not even within the airspace of approach. So you see this vertical distance, flight level 300, I mean 30,000 feet. So if you see this approach airspace, it is up to 10,000. That means he is not within approach airspace. So he is inside the Nagpur control airspace. Nagpur control airspace is above 10,000. So he is flying at 30,000. So any maneuvering, if this guy wants to descend or climb or turn right, left, any maneuver this aircraft wants to do has to take permission from Nagpur control. Same way, next there is an aircraft here. So this aircraft is flying within this 30 nautical mile and within 14,000. His level is 14,000. Let's see, Bhopal is having two controllers, star and approach. Both are common, and his airspace is within 30 nautical mile and vertically 14,500 feet. That means this aircraft is within the vertical limit of this Bhopal. So this guy need to call Bhopal approach in frequency 123 decimal 5. That means he has to tune the frequency 123 decimal 5 inside his aircraft on radio control panel, and he can communicate with Bhopal approach. At the same time, there is another aircraft at flying at 38,000 feet. 38,000 feet. This aircraft is flying. So Bhopal limit is only 14,500. That means he is not inside Bhopal approach airspace. So let us have a look next. So this aircraft is within the control boundary. This control boundary belongs to Nagpur control. So this guy will call for any movement. This guy will call Nagpur control, right? So to call Nagpur control, he need to tune this frequency 123 decimal niner to communicate with Nagpur control. Now the question is, now the question is the next for next topic. This question is for next topics. How a aircraft flying at 38,000 feet, how the aircraft voice is reaching up to this Nagpur using this frequency. This is the question. We'll discuss how flying at 30,000 feet or 20,000 or 29,000 feet without any wire linkage, or without any wire, or like I can say wireless, how this wireless communication can is possible flying at that much altitude, how your voice is reaching from your aircraft up to the ATC on ground. This thing we'll discuss in next topic and next video. Today's video is complete. If you like this explanation, please share this video with your friends who is going to approach in so who is going to appear in RTR exam. It will be helpful. And thank you for watching. Good day.